I just want to talk about how I veganized this recipe because I am trying to limit my dairy. I still have a little bit of butter, but I'm really trying to cut back on my dairy. So this called for some butter. I don't know if you saw me trying to flick through. I was trying to get past the butter step. I could have put some oil in instead because I think I just wanted to cook those onions and stuff first, but I didn't think of it until now, but it'll still be fine. It'll still be cooked through. So if you're trying to limit your oil, you can just use a little bit of water instead, or a little bit of veggie stock instead of oil. Amy's saying that you can serve it with a drizzle of olive oil as well, which is nice idea. Also, this recipe has an optional addition of cream. Back in the day I would have always put cream because it's so yum, but because I'm trying to limit my dairy, I'm just going to obviously use coconut cream instead, which is absolutely beautiful. The flavour is a little bit different, but I love the flavour of coconut cream. Once you get used to it, it's just sort of more of a nutty kind of a flavour over and above the creamy flavour of cow cream, dairy cream.
I gave this a bit of a rinse because I've done the nut butter and the soup, and the lid doesn't stick on very well if it's got a bit of gunge in it and it gets like oily. So
for safety, you want to make sure
safety. So it's still a little bit dirty. I've just given it a quick rinse out. It's got just a little bit of water in there, warm water and detergent. Make sure your lid's on because it's flung off for me before.
Oh.
Woo! Then I can just put it on the clean setting. Oh, I've got soup all down the front. Okay. And then you hit start and I just stand here for a bit while it goes.
That's
on
so
mode.
cool. That's great, easy.
Woo! There she is.
That's great. So good, Amy. And you can go away and do something else while that's cleaning. Awesome.
I often just leave the shop.
Right.
Come
back and then it's ready for the next batch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So the next thing that we're going to do is a smoothie. So I might just talk to you about my basic smoothie recipe. Of course, with smoothies there are so many variations. You can do whatever you want. And let us know in the comments if smoothies is something you'd like us to do a video on or some recipes on for you. So I'll just tell you what I'm going to use in mine because I'm still waiting for the soup to cook. So I'm going to use soy milk. I know some people don't really like soy milk, but they're trying to minimize their soy milk, so you can use any plant-based milk that you like. I just find that's a little bit creamy and I don't seem to have a problem with soy, so I just like to have that because it's very creamy.
And it's organic?
Yes.
And non-GMO?
Yes.
So if you don't eat soy, and I don't, personally, Emma Jane and I don't believe that there's any problem with soy. People go, the estrogens, but non-GMO and organic, and you don't have that toxic soy.
Right.
So a lot of soy is really heavily processed, whereas something like that, or organic tofu or tempeh, they're absolutely fine to eat.
Yeah, yeah. This one is from Aldi, just the Aldi one, organic soy, not expensive at all. I'm also going to be putting in a little bit, probably just under a tablespoon of this vegan protein powder from Tropica. It's the vanilla flavour, natural vanilla flavour it's called. You can get that online, I'll put the link underneath. It's really yummy. And I'm going to put a little bit of the nut butter that I made, a little bit of that, and I've got a choice today. I've got frozen banana in the freezer and frozen mango, so not sure which one. So I usually use just frozen banana, but I've got a bit of mango today, so maybe I'll put a bit of both. I don't know, we'll see. And then I just whiz it up in here for at least a minute on speed 9. Oh, that is really hot now. It's definitely cooking. It's up to 100 degrees Celsius, yes. What are you going to put in your smoothie, Amy?
Ooh, well, like you said, there's so many variations, but my basic smoothie recipe is some sort of nut. Or you can just use a nut milk, like EJ's using soy. You could use maca, you could use almond. This is I'm going to use soaked macadamias in mine.
Why soaked?
Just blends up smoother, makes it creamier.
And do you put the water in with it, or do you drain it first?
Drain, yeah. I'm going to add hemp seeds because they are just such great omegas for vegans and protein.
And the local guy, don't forget, we'll put the link under this.
You can even get local macas, obviously, in Cox, there's a fair few. I am using Nutri-Organics Thriving Protein, which is vanilla.
Nice.
They've got a lot of really great products, Nutri-Organics.
Do you love vanilla? Is that your favourite flavour?
I do.
I like
just
it a lot.
think it's just an all-rounder. You can put it in a chocolate smoothie, you can put it in a fruit smoothie, you can put it in a green smoothie, and
it works.
It works.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it, the versatility. Today, though, I am doing
Oh, I love dragon
Locally grown.
fruit.
It's dragon fruit season. So how pretty. I cut this yesterday and ate half of it, but yeah, I saved half of my smoothie. So that and raspberry.
Will that go in it or is it decorative?
No, it'll go in it.
In it.
Yes. So I forgot my rose water. I was going to do a rosy dragon fruit smoothie, but it's okay.
It's okay. Next time.
So this is going to be raspberry dragon fruit macadamia protein smoothie.
Delicious. And I think can I hold it?
Yeah.
The consistency of this is kind of smoothie anyway, so I think it's going to works really
And
well
it's
for
got
smoothies.
that dragon fruit has a real floral taste, so it lends itself to rose water or things like that. It's a bit different. It's a bit special.
Since I'm still cooking my pumpkin soup, you can probably see the steam coming up. Why don't you get started on your
Okay.
smoothie,
pop that
Amy,
over
and then
the
I'll do
roll.
mine after.
And I put water, like I drain my macas off. Oh, I nearly hit the button then. I drain my macadamias off, but I add water and ice, so that makes the nut milk, but you've got all the fibre of the
Right.
nuts. You can always add a leaf of kale or baby spinach or something like
Oh,
that.
I forgot to say, yeah, I'm going to put spinach
AJ's
in mine.
putting
Sorry.
spinach in hers,
I'm
so-
such a twit when it comes to cooking. Lucky I've got you.
Yeah, anyway, I'll just prepare these. I'll drain those off.
Do you want to use some of my spinach? I can share it with you if you want.
No, that's fine. Ice, macadamias. I'm going to get some water out of your fridge because it's cold.
Yep.
How do I-
So let us know if you like these kind of videos, because we could easily make these. Like, this is kind of fun to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if so, what would you like to see us make in our power blenders / food processors? Certainly makes life a lot easier. Like, if I was just by myself now, I would walk away and
You'd
do
be off
something.
doing
Yeah, do a bit of
washing.
housework or
The folding.
my hobby.
Yes.
And then it'll just tell me when it's ready. It just goes dum 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 dum, and then I can come back and do whatever needs to be done next.
Yeah. And 18 minutes.
True,
that
it's
long.
not that long really.
This is because we're standing here filming.
Yes. Look at the beautiful colour in that dragon fruit.
Yeah. And depending on how thick you want this smoothie would depend on how much liquid you put in, obviously. Or you
Uh-huh.
could add chia seeds, which help thicken
Pick
it.
it up.
I'm just flying by the seat of my pants.
That's what she always does, but it always comes out perfectly.
Protein.
If people are worried about consuming hemp seeds, what would you say to them? It's not against the law, is it?
No, there's no THC in it. Which
Perfectly
is
safe.
Which is the component that gives you the drug effect.
So it's perfectly safe and it's good for you.
Yeah, and
Protein.
really good protein and the perfect ratios of omegas for us, vegetarians and vegans.
Excellent.
Raspberries.
It's good to keep some frozen berries on hand in your freezer for such a time as this. So smoothie time.
Organic.
Yum.
I love
yum.
raspberries.
So do I.
Oh my
just love
goodness.
them.
They're the best berry.
What have they got in there that's good for us?
More
Antioxidants.
fiber, polyphenols, antioxidants, yeah.
All the things.
Ooh, about that.
This is going to be beautiful. I'm going to get us some glasses.
Yes. Woohoo! And that's it. Ice, macas, water, protein, hemp seeds, dragon fruit. I would do a dash of rose water because I love it. Smoothie mode.
Oh, it's got a smoothie mode.
So I just hit start. Pretty.
It's so pretty.
Oh, it smells amazing.
It does smell amazing.
I'm hungry.
While we're waiting for everything to cook, did you notice our aprons? You too can get your hands on an apron like this if you would like to. They're really great with this crossover thing. at the
Yeah.
back.
I've got my other shirt on.
And, oh yes, for the shop. And pockets or
Pockets.
one pocket and then this big kangaroo pocket. So if you're interested in making recipes similar to this one, I'm just going to put the ingredients underneath this video so that you can have a go at home. Let us know if you have a power blender, a food processor at your house and what you like to cook with it.
I believe so.
Yeah, they seem to like it's finished! Actually not quite finished because now I've got to do my the cream. Okay, so I've got to pour 30 grams, so I'm going to hit the tar and it's going to weigh for me my 30 grams. Gradually to speed 9.
Starship Enterprise.
So cute. 8.5. Oh, it's ready.
an elevator's gotten to your floor.
Lingerie.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to put it
Sleep
here.
in your cream.
Oh gosh,
I'll move that over there.
fashion. These bowls are really good too, which you can get
So
from
good.
Thermomix from Forwerk, which is the brand of Thermomix. And it's a thermo bowl, so it's like double layered.
May I ask where yours is made?
Germany.
When you said that word, I went,
Yeah.
German,
Yeah, it's very German.
USA.
Oh, okay.
Born
In the USA.
Oh, that looks so creamy.
So yum.
Oh, look at that colour.
It's beautiful.
Look at those carotenoids.
I'm like, oh yeah. Love a bit of carotenoid.
Carotenoid. See, it's Australian. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it.
I don't know.
Carotenoid? Someone will tell me I'm wrong, but
I'm
that's
getting a bit
okay.
annoyed. And then the lid
Carotenoid.
goes on. Yeah, carotenoid. I'm going to wash up. Amy can chat to you.
Yes.
I'll have that for lunch.
Well, mine's going to be my pre-dinner, my green soup. I'm going to talk to you apparently. So mine's made in the USA. I told you that it's got self-cleaning mode. It is 2.2 horsepower, which is a pretty powerful little action-packed blender. I use this in the store all the time. I make all my raw treats in it. It makes the smoothest cashew cheesecakes. So smooth, fluffy
they're
almost, they're
delicious.
moussey. It's really, this is well and truly worth every cent I spent on it. It has an 8-year warranty on the motor. That's how good it is. I have overheated it before making bliss balls. I will say it's not the best bliss ball machine. I tend to do those in my food processor. But I got this model because the older models of Vitamix is taller and skinnier jug, which is even skinnier at the bottom. This was quieter and more powerful, and it had a fatter bum, so I went with this.
More stable then.
Yeah, and I thought it mixed better, so love my Vitamix. This seems really great though for families.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Great for families. And like that soup would do a family of 4 easily. Sometimes, because I've got the thermo bowls, I'll make a double batch. So I'll put the first batch in that thermo bowl. It keeps it hot for ages. And then just make a second batch.
Can you set this to cook?
I don't think so. I've never done that.
You know, like old bread makers, you can
Yeah.
like set to wake up to bread.
Like a slow cooker idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, all right, so I'm going to make mine now. Just be patient with me because I'm not as fancy a cook as Amy. But all I do is I just do like a sort of a 1 cup principle. So I've got a 1 cup of
Milk.
the milk.
Still need to use nice.
I'll just use my slushy ice.
Okay. Honey.
Banana and there should be some mango. I might do a bit of each. I just do about, this is my protein powder, remember, from Tropico. Just do like just under a tablespoon because I don't want it to be the overpowering flavour.
Is that alright?
That's what I just did this morning. Yeah, I don't want the flavour to be too overpowering. I want the fruit to be the flavour. I find like sometimes it tastes a bit
powdery?
artificial or something. Yeah, powdery, even though that's a nice vegan one. Here's my beautiful greenery. Just a handful and a bit of baby spinach, and like Amy said, you could use kale or whatever you've got in the fridge. I've even done a little bit of lettuce sometimes, as long as
Lettuce
it's
is
not
fine.
that bitter lettuce.
Do you know what else is great? Frozen zucchini. You can't taste it and it makes it thick. But the thing with baby spinach is it doesn't have a strong flavour. Like if you put a massive handful in, and it's not like kale where you go, I can taste that kale.
Obviously one I prepared earlier, my frozen banana. It's great to have that on hand in the fridge. We live in Coffs Harbour, so we've often got lots of bananas available and not very expensive. So I just grab heaps when they're quite ripe and just freeze them.
Yep.
So that's probably about the equivalent of maybe 1 banana and a bit, perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm going to chuck in a bit of mango.
How do it make
Sort of a tropical kind of a flavour, this one. And then, so that's all in there. Let me show you, because we don't have an overhead camera yet, we're not that fancy. So I just set this gradually up to speed 9 for at least 1 minute because you want it to be really smooth because it's a smoothie.
Not a chunky.
So my 1 minute gets set, 50 seconds.
Come on, girl.
I don't want any temperature, of course, so I'm just going straight to the speed and I'm going to gradually...
Too soon?
Okay, let's see.
So pretty.
As you can see, I forgot my nut butter, so I just whacked that in there. Should we pour together?
Yeah.
Have you got enough space?
Yeah, do you want me to move?
I'll go left-handed.
Oh, look at you, so ambidextrous.
Ooh, nice. Oh, beautiful. Even.
Yes, even Stevens.
Even Stevens. Ooh.
And I don't know, I just like bits on top of my smoothie, so I go a little sprinkles.
Oh gosh.
And is it ever?
I'm dropping everything.
It's right, your smoothie. And you know, there's never enough macadamia nut butter in the world. There.
I just mangled my fig.
Well, it was soft.
was
in
really
your defense,
soft.
it'll sit on there
Thanks,
beautifully. Do you
I'm
want a
just-
little sprinkle of this?
Yes, please. That'd be beautiful. Nice.
We need a photo.
We need a photo. It's so nice for Instagram. I've got soup on my phone. I don't think I'll be wearing this top again to cook in.
Cheers!
Cheers! Ah. Mm. Oh, mango! I can taste the mango! Yum! Yum, 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 yum. I hope I don't have any smoothie on my face. Thank you so much for joining us in this video. Don't forget to like it if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see us cook next in our cook-off.
Yeah.
Until next time, live the rad life.
Eat the rad plants.
Why set it back to front?
I was going to say, I feel like that was slightly off.
Now, until next time, eat the rad plants.
Live the rad life.